What is up guys, Ramhana1 here and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Number 69, haha, laugh it up. Today we're covering some new cards in the Shadow Spectres archetype. 2 XYZ monsters, 1 normal one, 1 chaos one, they're numbers, so I like my numbers, so yeah, let's just get straight into them. First one we got here, number 65, Judge Buster, the Adjudicutting Degen. This is a Dark Fiend, rank 2, 1300 attack, 0 defense. It requires 2 level 2 dark monsters to make it, and its effect reads, during either player's turn when your opponent activates a monster's effect, you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Not a bad effect. It doesn't destroy the monster, it just negates the effect and then it inflicts 500 damage to your opponent. That's sort of like a slap in the face really, not too much damage, not anything game changing. For the most part it could end as a duel depending on how far you are into it, but yeah, it's just like, hey, don't use that effect, negate, and there's a slap in the face. Just add an insult to injury really, isn't it? As far as the card goes, it's not fantastic. I mean, would I summon this over some of the other rank 2s out there? Probably not, unless I had a rank up magic card, so I can go into the card I'm about to cover here in a second. But its effect, is an opponent really going to activate a monster's effect if this card's on the field? For example, Blackluster Soldier. Would your opponent activate that effect to remove a monster from play just to have this negate it? Unless your opponent has an effect that activates every standby phase or activates at this certain point on the next turn or at the end phase or whatever, then I could see possibly going into it, but then you lose this material, you inflict 500 points of damage, and then you have a weak 1300 attack point monster ready to just get wiped out. It's not a very good card, and I wouldn't recommend running this card unless you're looking to get the card above it, which I'm about to cover here. So now we have number C65, Judge Doom, the Adjudicutting Overlord. This is a Dark Fiend, rank 3, 3 level 3 dark monsters, and once per turn you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. That target loses 1000 attack and defense. I forgot to mention 1600 attack and 0 defense this card has. Now before I get onto its other half of the effect, this is the first time we've actually seen a decent chaos number monster, or a chaos monster in general, that has a nice little effect without having the actual card before it as a material. It actually has a decent effect before that. I think it's a better effect than the second one that is required to have number 65 Judge Buster, the Adjudicutting Degen, as an XYZ material. But that effect is, monster effects cannot be activated on your opponent's side of the field, so that's pretty good also. This is going to be one of those cards where you want it on your side of the field while your opponent has, or while you have more cards to back it up. This isn't one of those cards you just want to say, boom, there it is, now work magic, because it's not going to work magic on its own. You need to have something else. I'm not sure what, I'm not sure what kind of decks I would run this in just yet, but it's going to need something else beside it to be really effective, or it's just not going to be effective. It's not going to be a good card on its own, so it does need some support. Overall, I'm not too happy with the original number. I just don't think it's a good card. I don't think it's going to see much play. The second one I do see seeing a little bit more play, possibly. I'm not sure how it's going to get summoned without the original, so maybe just running one of each in a deck where you run a rank up magic card anyway could be useful. But like I said, it's going to require something beside it to work really well against your opponents. So yep, that's my thoughts on these cards, but I want to know what you guys think. Leave in the comment section down below, how do you feel about these number 65 and number C65 cards? Also, if you enjoyed the video, remember to give it a like, rate, and subscribe for more videos. Again guys, this is Ramhana1, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.